Hello everyone, this is Melanie from Light Beams Treasures and Curiosities, bringing you another What Sold on eBay video. Well, today happens to be Wednesday, March 18th, 2020, and the weather outside is rather yucky. It's rainy, it's dull. If the storm comes through again, you're probably going to hear a lot of rumbling and thundering and lightning and all that fun stuff, but at least right now, it's slightly subsided. I have been a little worried about sales lately. I spoke about this the other day, how I'm starting to see a trend of sales going up, down, every which way. As long as I can maintain a consistency where I get a few items every day, then I feel much better. But when I go 3 or 4 days or 5 days without a sale, yeah, I start to panic. So I'm going to go over some of the sales that sold yesterday. And while I'm talking about that, I don't necessarily have a topic for today, but I want to intersperse some facts, some bolos, and some information in regards to this sale, and hopefully it could help you grow your business. If you like my content, if you want to see future content, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, throw me a comment, even throw me a question. I would love to give shout outs and answer some questions as well. So now, the first thing I sold, this is an interesting book, and we'll also talk about these are bolo types, and I'll explain that in a minute. It is a nice, beautiful hardcover book, if you can see it. It is The Slave Narratives. It's a volume of 10 works published between 1772 and 1864 that present unflinching portrayals of the cruelty and degradation of slavery while testifying to the African American struggle for freedom and dignity. Now, I will say this, books like these, BOLO, be on the lookout for. When it comes to historical books regarding slavery, plantations, gollywogs, cotton picking, all those types of racially charged books, they go for a pretty penny sometimes. Usually anything that I get within those categories will sell. So this particular book for me sold for $13.99. Now remember, I get all my books for free, so $13.99 is a good price. I start my books at $10, work it up and down from there depending on the book. But definitely be on the lookout. For some people, it's difficult to sell this type of things. This is actually a more of the lines of their narratives from the perspective of the slaves. So it gives you an in-depth persona of what it was like to be a slave during that time. And it's from all different writers. It includes Nat Turner, Frederick Douglass, Henry Bibb, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Jacobs, Jacob Green, and the list goes on and on. So definitely, if you get an opportunity, be on the lookout for these type of things. And it's not just books. Any type of memorabilia, art, figurines, that's something to look out for. The next one, and this is also a be on the lookout for, and I'll show you this one. Art books. As funny as this sounds, art books or coffee table books, whatever you want to call them, they're usually overly sized books. They are illustrated, beautiful, something that you would find on a coffee table, in the bathroom, on a shelf. This particular one only went for $9, and it's the paintings of L.S. Lowry, oils and watercolors, with an introduction and notes by Marvin Levi. As a little aside, I forget what the name of the show was called, but there was actually a show on Netflix that went through different artist paintings to determine whether it was real or fake, and L.S. Lowry happened to be one of the artists that they highlighted. So I was a little surprised. This particular book, I took the best offer. It went for $9, but like I said, I get all my books for free. So I took the best offer, and I guess I can't confess this, but at this time I'm taking almost any offers as long as they're reasonable. And if I have a book up for $10, $9 is a reasonable offer. And that's it. That's sold on eBay. Then I had a Facebook Marketplace, and that's one of the things I've been doing during this downtime. Is I'm literally going shelf by shelf through all my stuff, item by item, and I'm checking: A, is it actually still up on eBay, and do I need to do any tweaking to it? B, can I put this on either Macari or Facebook Marketplace to try to sell it right away? When I sell something on Facebook Marketplace, I will be honest, I lower the price drastically. Now, people are probably saying, why would you do that, stuff like that? This area, I will be honest, is not an area where people are going to spend high dollar. I gotta admit it, the area that I live in, they don't spend high dollar. So I look on the shelves to see, A, what generally would people buy and at what price would they buy it? And I'm willing to take that cut to sell it directly, get the cash in hand on Facebook Marketplace rather than let it sit there on eBay and then have to worry about shipping and packing and fees and all that other stuff and waiting for the delay for the payment to come through. So I'd rather get it out of the house, have cash in hand. So what I did was, and this was part of the dirt cheap cart collection, and this was when I bought 3 carts, and I had the 10% off discount on the 3 carts. They were $10 each. It was $28. In the carts ended up being a whole bunch of whiteboards, and there was a couple of different designs. I already sold the different designs. I currently have 5 more left of these, but just to show you how it's going so far, because it's still early with the carts. So it was 3 dirt sheet carts at $28. I sold the filter, I sold 2 whiteboards, and then yesterday I sold 2 more whiteboards. So far that list is going. I haven't broke even just yet, but I'm not worried about that because a lot of this stuff that was in that cart, I'm definitely going to be breaking even with, so that's fine. So 2 of these whiteboards ended up going out yesterday to a local Facebook, $4 each. I got $8 for 2 of them, and that's what I'm selling them for, is $4 each. I was selling these on eBay for $10, which is the going comp rate, until I realized after selling the first one that when I pack this up, it costs $10.50 to mail this out. So I lost 50 cents on that deal by selling the first one, so I immediately took all of them off and decided, let me go through the Facebook route, lowered the price down to $4 each instead of $10, and pretty much they have been selling. So I'm glad I only have 5 more left because I had a whole stack of them. So we'll just say that. And then finally we have one more sale. I'm excited about this because it is my second Macari sale. As you know, yesterday, well, the day before yesterday, when I did my video yesterday, the first sale that I ended up doing was the Native American book. Well, this time, dun 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 dun, we're doing a little rock AC/DC vintage shirt. And this happens to be a big one. I mean, I probably should have kept this for myself. It is an original AC/DC vintage extra large, and it highlights their, let's see if we could see that, Fly on the Wall 1985 tour. So now, okay, yes, I had this up for $18, and they do on the Macari, which I was testing it out, they do the price, what do you call it, where they change the price. Every time they do the update, they lower and raise and lower the price and whatever they do. But then I ended up getting an offer because I had this shirt on for quite some time, a while. Because if you remember, I wanted to start using Macari strictly for clothes. And I realized, I'm not selling. I mean, but then again, according to Macari, I'm brand new. I mean, I have a rating of 0 because technically I don't buy anything. And I haven't sold anything yet, so I think people are reluctant. So I'm hoping now that they start seeing that I'm making sales. This is only my second sale, but at least when they start seeing that there is a consistency with sales, hopefully people will be more likely to purchase on Macari. But what I'm doing, and this is my little what is this? Let's try this again. This is my little method of how I'm doing my business right now, which is, like I said, I'm going shelf by shelf, item by item, and checking out. Does it belong on Facebook? Does it belong on Macari? Does it belong on eBay? Maybe it belongs on all three, which that is something I am going to have to watch out for myself, is now that I'm cross-posting the same item 3 times. However, most of the items that I am putting on, I have doubles of anyway. I mean, I have more than one quantity. So I think that'll be okay, because as one sell, I'll still have more to sell on the other platforms. But with something like this, where I only have one in stock, now I need to know that, okay, yes, take it off of Facebook, and then take it off of eBay, because this baby sold on Macari. I'm still new with Macari, and I still need to figure out how the payment structure goes. But from what I'm looking at, it's only 10% flat fee, no extra fees after the 10%. And in addition to that, they pay you 3 days after confirmation of receipt, whether the buyer gives you feedback or not. That's my understanding. We're going to see how that works. But as soon as I get the confirmation that it's been received through the tracking number on post office, I wait 3 days and I should have a payout. We will see what happens with that very first item. This is now item number 2. So that is going out as well. Now, the interesting thing, and I just want to talk about clothing real quick, because like I said, at first I said I am not touching clothes whatsoever. I mean, in my mind, used clothing to me is rather disgusting. You don't know if there's going to be any bugs. The clothes are dirty. You don't know whether they've been washed or not. So generally what I do is anytime I get clothes, the first thing they do is they get thrown in the machine. I do wash them. Even if I get them with tags, and a lot of people may disagree, but some of my clothing, I mean, I do the little sniff test, and if I smell it and it smells nasty, guess what? I will pull the tag off, throw it into the wash, because I can't in good heart advertise it as brand new with tags if it smells like cat piss or dog or whatever. I can't do that. So I rather just rip the tag off, because when it comes to my clothes, I either get them for free or at a severely reduced discount. I mean, there's so many clothing swaps. We talked about the books. There's so many clothing swaps, events, things that are going down when it comes to clothes. Plus, I do a lot of garage sales, and I also do some storage units. So when I do those types of things, the first thing that people, when they do storage, wants to get rid of is the clothes, because nobody wants to deal with clothes. Guess what? I don't mind taking free clothes, because like I said, what I do is I wash them. But I never wanted to get into that. I said to myself, I'm not going to do clothes, and guess what I'm doing? Clothes. What I've been doing, and I already did a video on this earlier, was ThreadUp. And I'm actually rather exciting. ThreadUp, okay. Yes, ThreadUp takes forever for payout. Yes, ThreadUp will not take half your clothes and pretty much keep a lot of your clothes. Yes, ThreadUp overcharges you. And yes, ThreadUp will not give you top dollar. Okay? So if any of those things you do not like, then don't use ThreadUp. But for somebody like me who gets free clothing in abundance, doesn't want to deal with them, doesn't want to use them, guess what? ThreadUp is a lifesaver, because all I have to do is take the clothes, throw it in bag, send it off to ThreadUp, they take care of it. Although I will say this, there's a new consignment store that just opened up in the area here. Already talked to the owner. She's super nice. And I think I'm actually going to start giving my clothes to her. But her type of clothes are more upscale. She's looking more for women's only, and it has to be like professional corporate type things, corporate style clothing, which is fine. So what that means is ThreadUp can get the children's clothes and the high end things. She can get the corporate women's clothes, and then Macari can get the men's clothes. So that's how I'm dealing with clothing right now that I'm getting. And then the rest of it, I'm probably just going to bag up, donate, and redonate to the local pantries and local churches, because that's what I do. I mean, almost all my products are constantly getting recycled in some way. So with that, that was a mouthful, and thank you so much for your patience with that. But I'm curious, is what's going on in the world today affecting your business? Have you tried to maybe change up some of your business models or try some new things? Has some tricks of the trade been helping or not helping? I would love to hear what you have to say. But remember, everyone, this is a growing channel. I'm here. I'm in the same struggle that you are. The brand new seller that's slowly switching from the corporate realm into the business of myself and trying to grow. So I would love if we can grow together. So you know what to do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, throw me a comment, and let's do this together. So with that, everyone, have a great day. Good luck on your sales, and happy thrifting.